All right, so we're going to compare and order numbers. Anybody need a pencil? In the black cup there, baby. You see it? Sitting on the table. Anybody else need a pencil? All right. Okay, so when we're comparing and ordering numbers, we line up by the decimal. We make sure that everything is converted to a decimal, and we line up by the decimal, okay? All right, so in number 1, I'm going to rewrite all of these decimals and line up by the decimal. Good morning, baby. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
Okay, so Miss Reyes lined up by the decimal. Let me slide it in just a little bit. Let me use another writing utensil. Line up all the numbers by the decimal. Make sure the place values match.
Please come to the main office. Miss Lampkin, to the main office, please.
All right, now I'm going to fill in. You see where there are gaps? I'm going to put zeros in as placeholders. So here we got 4s. We got here 0, 2, 7. I'm going to put a 0 as a placeholder here. We got 2. I'm going to put a 0 as a placeholder here. 5, and I'm going to put a 0 as a placeholder here. Okay. So now I'm going to order from least to greatest. That's the smallest number to the largest number, okay? So I'm going to start at this first column. Smallest numbers here, 0 and 1. Which one is the smallest? 0. So I'm going to look at these 3 numbers because there's the smallest. So go to the next column. Out of these 3 numbers, which one is the smallest, the 4s or the 3? The 3. So this number goes first. The third number goes first. Let's mark it out. So this third number is first. That's the first number. All right, so the next to the smallest is going to be between these first 2 numbers. These are the same. These are the same. Which one is the smallest between 0 and 2? So this is going to be the next. The first number is the next. Okay, now it's between these 2. This one is obviously the smaller one. You see it? So the second one is the next. And then, of course, the last number or the largest number is that 1.2. Okay, I'm going to pause for the calls. Abby, you need a pencil, baby? Okay. All right, let's do the next one. We're going to line up by the decimal. Okay, so let's line up by the decimal here. We got 0, 3, 2. This is repeating. So we know the next numbers are going to be 2, and it goes on forever. Line up by the decimal, the second number, 5. We know 5 is going to keep going on and on forever because it's repeating. You got the repeating bar or what you call bar notation there. The third number, line up by the decimal. We got 3, 2, 1. And the last number, line up by the decimal. We got 5, 2. All right, so let's fill in these empty spaces. This number right here, this column right here got all the numbers. This column got all the numbers. The next one, this one right here, this next number is going to be 5 because remember it's repeating. Okay, and then all the other numbers are there. Okay, we got a number out here. This next number is going to be 2 because remember 2 is going to go on and on here because it's repeating. This next number is 5 because it's repeating. And this next number is 0. We're going to put 0 as a placeholder here. So now we can compare the numbers. We're putting them in order from least to greatest. Let's look at this first column. The smallest number between 0 and 2 is 0. So we're looking at just these 2. Let's go to the next column. The smallest between these two is the same. We got 3's in both. Let's go to the next number. They're the same again. So let's go to the next number. The smallest one between 2 and 1 is 1. So this third number is the smallest number. Then, of course, the next to the smallest is this number. Let me write it down here. The next number is this number right here, the first one. Okay. So now let's look at these two numbers. This is the same. 5 is the same. The smallest number between 5 and 2 is 2. So this is the next to the smallest, that last number. And then, of course, the second number is the largest number. Okay. All right. We're going to compare the two numbers together. We're going to say if it's greater than, this is your greater than symbol. This is your less than symbol. And this is equal to. So in order to figure out if the numbers, which number is the biggest or which number is the smallest, we're going to convert them to decimals like we did up here. Well, these were already decimals. All right, so to convert a percent to a decimal, just like we did on yesterday, we're going to locate the decimal and move the decimal 2 places to the left. So this is going to be 0.1 or 0.10. To convert 1/8 into a decimal, we type it in the calculator, 1 divided by 8. Kason, type in 1 divided by 8 there. What decimal is 1 divided by 8? 0.125. Line up by the decimal and put zeros placeholders. The smallest between these two is the same. This is the same. It's okay. The smallest between 0 and 2 is 0. So the smaller number is 10%. So we're going to use that 1/8 is bigger than that 10%. So the mouth is open to 1/8. Okay. Top blockers. All right, let me do the next one with you. Okay, you're going to compare these to see which one is bigger. So you convert them to decimals. This is already written as a decimal. So I'm going to rewrite this decimal. Okay, I'm going to convert this fraction to a decimal by dividing. So when I type this in, I say 3 divided by 5. I press enter. What's my decimal there? 0.6. Good job, baby. So which one is bigger? The 6, the 0.6. Okay. Now we're going to do the third one. This is already written as a decimal. We're going to convert this to a decimal. We locate the decimal and move the decimal 2 places to the left. So this is going to be 1.7 or 1.70. Doesn't matter. They are exactly the same, so we're going to put equal. Okay. Yes, baby. Okay. Come on, guys. All right, I'm going to see if you can do these on your own. I'm going to see if you can do those on your own. If you are writing this one right here, you might not remember how to do. If you are writing this as a decimal, the whole number is 2. You just have to convert the fraction to a decimal. So you're going to divide. You say 3, that's the numerator, divided by the denominator. And that's 0.75. So this is 2.75 or 2 and 75 hundredths. And then to convert this small percent as a decimal, you're still going to move the decimal 2 places to the left. Put a 0 here. So this is going to be a very small number. Line up by the decimal. 0, 2, 7, 5. We can obviously see that the first number is bigger. So this is the direction that it goes in. Just in case you forgot how to do that, okay? All right, see if you can do these on your own. Convert to decimal. Line up by the decimal and see which one is the biggest, okay? So don't forget to convert a percent to a decimal. You locate the decimal and move the decimal 2 places to the left. To convert a fraction to a decimal, you're going to divide 1 divided by 5.